Halloween, everyone. This is Emmy the Wheatley, back with Ephemeral on Dark, a otome game where you, a zombie, romance monster dudes. So I'll be playing that for Halloween. I do have a scary game I might play. Vignettes. Maybe if I feel like playing it after I finish up Shiba's romance. Anyways, I wanted to give a big shout out to my buddy Luke and G-Dog Banks. G-Dog donated me some money on Patreon. Thanks a lot for that, dude. It was a nice Halloween gift. Instead of candy, I got money. That's much better. I got money in which to buy candy. I hope we get trick-or-treaters this year. When I was a kid, which was like 50 decades ago, my neighborhood used to get so busy for Halloween. Like, you could buy 5 huge packs of like bulk candy and still run out. Nowadays, almost nobody trick-or-treats in this neighborhood anymore. I guess it's just more common for kids to either go to Halloween parties. When I was a kid, our parents just took us trick-or-treating, so, people couldn't kidnap us or do anything horrible to us. Or we'd have an older sibling watch us. I remember I'd go trick-or-treating with friends, and, my friend's older brother would be the one in charge of us. But yeah, we never went trick-or-treating alone. That was like some 80s shit kids did. Those are the kids who got kidnapped. Growing up, our parents watched us, but now people are so scared of razor blades and candy bars and their kids getting kidnapped. I guess Halloween's just a party now. A lot of churches do trunk-or-treating, which is where the kids just walk around the parking lot going from car to car to get candy. But I guess this area isn't that well off anymore. There's a lot richer areas. Maybe the kids just only trick-or-treat at, the billionaire mansions. But we have good candy for any kids who want to come over and trick-or-treat. I just miss that excitement of Halloween. Feels like I spend most Halloweens just watching a scary movie and just looking longingly at the door. Like, please, someone, anyone, visit me. I'm just an old woman who just wants to make a kid happy by giving them a Kit Kat bar. That's all I want. That's all I want. Okay, don't go dark. Anyway, so yeah, Luke and G-Dog Banks, thank you very much. Always thanks to you, Luke. You're one of my oldest, not old as in, I actually do not know how old you are. You're somewhere around my age, I think, so middle-aged. So, one of my oldest friends, thank you. Let's get this started. So, last time on Ephemeral on Dark, a zombie girl found a cute, adorable puppy that she took care of, but it ran away. And she's telling her supporter, who's like her guide for her new school. She goes to Monster High, basically, and he's like her chaperone. So she's telling Shiba, I saw this really cute purple-haired dog. Let me tell my purple-haired friend all about it. Yeah, I named the zombie Inu. Oh yeah. He gave me lots of doggy kisses on my lips. I'm a dog person, and even I find dog kisses on the lips to be just a little gross. Arms are fine. Like, my cheeks are fine, but on the lips, come on. You know what your dog does with its tongue. You shouldn't. I'm not gonna judge people who do that with their dogs. I just personally find it a little weird. It's my oh no, Zombie Girl, no. It's my first time being kissed, but you can't really call it a first kiss. I mean, it's a dog, so. I am so happy I've chosen the furry route. So in Zombie Town, she was never allowed to have pets. That's kind of sad. I want a zombie. Oh yeah, a zombie dog, like the little scrappy bones dog from Corpse Bride. Oh, I should make that my Halloween movie. I love Corpse Bride. But man, her grandma was harsh. Barely let her leave. Apparently didn't let her keep pets. Bony grandma was not fair. But she was pretty cool. In fact, my other videos about Ephemeral on Dark follow the Invisible Man route, where you get to meet Bony Grandmother, the grandmother of Immy Boo. This is the Shiba route. But I did the Nagi route first. Is it route or route? Because people kind of say that interchangeably, and I've never known the difference. I'm an idiot, and I've spent, like, pretty much, 7 minutes babbling about stupid stuff? I'm sorry. I, just woke up a couple of minutes ago. My brain is, trying to restart after a very, weird day yesterday. But we are playing visual novel, the Otome game, Otome October. Focus. Focus, Emmy. Focus. Shiba, you okay? Why are you hanging your head? Did I say something weird?
ごめん。
It didn't even sound like he said sorry. It just sounded like he made that noise. What are you apologizing for?
いや、そうだよ。なんで俺が謝らなくちゃいけねえんだよ。おい！
What?
お前、あの森にはあれほど近づくなって言ったろ。
But she did it to save the dog. I'm sorry. But I couldn't just leave the puppy there. It would have probably been attacked by the wolves. Well, the werewolves. Wolves and werewolves. That's a lot of wolves.
襲われるかよ。なめんな。
Don't underestimate the puppy. You wish it a real puppy.
子犬を侮んなって言ってんだよ。
I mean, it's not the size that matters, it's how you use it. Am I right, guys? Even if it's little, you shouldn't underestimate it. Even so, I can't help but worry about him. He might go into the forest again. I want to go look for him in the forest.
待て、いい。行くな。
Why?
行ったって絶対いねえから。いくら理由があるとはいえ、俺があんなに忠告してやったのに森に入ってくるとか。
I even threatened you said somewhere. Dare you still go to the forest?
そもそも、なんであの日裏庭になんか行ったんだよ。花でも摘みに行ったのか？
Yes, well, I thought I could look at the forest from there.
あ？なんで森なんか眺めに行ったんだよ。
I like looking at trees, I guess. That's because... Okay. I wanted to see you. I thought you might be lonely. I'm gonna guess I thought you might be lonely with it. Okay, yes, I played the Natsumi route on my own. because I wanted to remember if it was as weird as I thought it was. And it is. Natsumi's definitely the book talk guy. My least favorite in this game would probably be Vampire. But if you want me to play more Ephemeral Fantasy on Dark, even after Halloween, you can just comment down below and I'll keep playing it anyways. It's a pretty good otome game. I have other otome games I can play. I hate it when the choices are like too similar. Ah, darn it. Wrong one. We need to go back in time. We made the wrong choice. Wish I could do this in real life. I'm so good at saying the wrong thing. Going to see you. There we go. Affection increased. You can play this game on super hard mode and not have the things pop up on the screen. I guess if you really wanted to. If you wanted to see the bad end, but why would you want to see the bad end? Huh. I guess sometimes the bad end has different pictures, so if you just want to 100% the game. I knew it was impossible. He's a werewolf. Unless in this version, it's like the Twilight version of werewolves, where they don't look like a wolf-human hybrid, they just turn into wolves. Which I mean isn't bad for werewolf lore. I kind of prefer it when they're like the bipedal kind of wolf man with the werewolves. Nani said I kept staring at your desk when we were gone. I didn't notice at first, but I guess I must have felt a bit lonely. Since I came to the school, you have always kept me company. But you had to leave me during the full moon, right?
何言ってんだ、お前。まあ、いいや。とにかく、もう絶対にあの森には入るな。わかったな。
I think I've already said that, but how I wish we could somehow get the voice actors to say the character names that you type. I think I've only ever saw that in, like, Fallout 4? Yeah. And I remember it freaked me out because I typed in a weird name and then the robot said the name and I was just like, how did they know? Okay, so Shiba's telling us never to go to that forest again. And to forget about the purple puppy.
でもじゃない。子犬のことは忘れろ。探したって絶対見つからないし、仮にあの森で子犬が見つかったとしても、今は満月じゃねえから何の危険もねえ。
But what would a puppy have to do with the full moon if it was just a normal puppy and not a wolf? Unless it was a wolf puppy.
そうなんだよ。とにかく満月にあったことは全て忘れろ。いいな。その代わり、そうだな。俺がいいところに連れてってやる。
He wears a lot of accessories compared to the other guys. He's got like some studs in his ears, he's got a dog collar, a ring, and his other hand has bracelets. But you almost rarely see that hand since he's, for some reason, always checking his pulse. It's a really weird... I mean, he looks good as a character, but I just wonder what is he doing with his hands. He's just trying to show off his large, masculine hands. Yowie hands. Although this is an otome game, so there's no yowie.
週末のお楽しみだ。せめてもの罪滅ぼしってやつだな。
Eh? What did you say?
なんでもねえ。
Ooh, he's blushing. Although, I don't know if it's just my TV and maybe my old eyes, but why do characters almost kind of look like they have, like, red to their eyeballs a little bit? Maybe they're all just like really tired and missing out on sleep. As I give Shiba a puzzled expression, he puts his hand on my head and ruffled my hair. Eh? When I glanced up at his face, did they mean to say his face? I saw a slight blush spreading across his face. He would probably be annoyed if I pointed it out, so I just let him continue. A day in the city. Kind of weird that they made the werewolf guy like have fangs, but then the vampire dude doesn't have fangs. The backgrounds in this visual novel are very pretty. I like the artistic look to it. It's got its own style. It's not like just a generic looking background.
お前、はしゃぎすぎだろ。
Ooh, we get to see his everyday clothes out of his school uniform. Come on, Shiba, hurry up already.
はいはい。
Shiba seemed reluctant, but I forcefully beckoned him over as I looked at the bustling streets with excitement. It's so amazing. I didn't think he would bring me to such an incredible place. Pretty sure this is just the town by your school? Okay. Be amazed. As we didn't have class on the weekend, Shiba had brought me to the vibrant town near the school. Everything was so amazing and new. I'd never been anywhere like this before. Just looking around this small avenue makes me so happy I just can't stop smiling. Hey Shiba, where should we go next?
なんだよ。目的もないまま俺を呼び寄せてたのかよ。
Okay, technically, dude, it was your plan to take her here. So you should have an idea of where to go. We do know that there's a movie theater in this little town because of Nami's route. Well, there's so many amazing stores. Do you think there's any chance of us seeing them all before we have to head back for curfew?
すげえ大興奮じゃん。なあ、ゾンビの街ってどんな感じ？こことは全然違う？
Apparently in Zombie Town, everyone was just super depressed about the fact they would eventually grow old. They just killed themselves before they grew old. Well, when zombies grow old in this universe, they start to decay. Like their flesh putrefies, their skin falls off their bones until they're nothing but a skeleton monster. Which, I mean, I think is an improvement to being human. I want to be a skeleton monster. Grandma Bones is one of my favorite characters. I can't remember if she appears in this route or not. You think they would want to introduce her to Shiba just so they can make, like, the dog likes Bones joke? Totally, it's tiny compared to here. There's nowhere I can just go and have fun. Zombies are just depressed and miserable until they eventually commit suicide.
そっか。
Commit
じゃあ今日は
suicide.
思いっきり楽しませてやるよ。
Whatever the YouTube friendly term is. Really? Thanks, Shiba.
今回のこれは礼を言われるようなことじゃねえんだけどな。
I feel like his voice actor like has the most range. Like his voice actor sounds really excited sometimes, and then kind of mumbles. And even in like other chapters of the game, he always sounds like the most energetic and most excited. As for sexiest voice actor, that would probably go to Natsu, the mummy guy.
むしろ礼を言うのは俺というか、これはせめてもの詫びっつうか。
But what does Shiba have to apologize for?
なんでもねえよ。ほら、行くぞ。
What is with the design on his shirt? He's got like some Tron Matrix-looking design. He snatched my hand, and his palm engulfed mine. To once again remind you, very big hands. Girls love big hands. The bigger your hands, your feet, and your ears, the better. Those are the only body parts that matter.
なんだよ、変な顔して。
Nothing, it's just your hand. It's so warm. This warmth reminds me of what I felt when I held Oh, he's just gonna keep talking about the puppy around him. Hey, I was wondering, is everyone warm like this, or are you and the little dog special? I think it is mentioned that apparently zombies have, like, I guess, poor blood flow, so they probably are a little bit cooler to the touch.
忘れろ。
Forget what?
あの子犬のぬくもりだ。忘れろ。記憶から抹消しろ。
He desperately wants her to forget the purple puppy. I could only nod at Shiba's intense reaction.
くそ。俺と犬のぬくもりが一緒だと。当たり前だろう。だってあれは。
Shiba, you're monologuing to yourself out loud. Again. What did you say? Oh, hey Shiba, let's go there next.
ああ。わかったよ。
Does the protagonist have money? Like, did Grandma Bones give her some money? Or is Shiba having to buy anything she's interested in? I'm assuming, like, the school at least provides her with, like, food and maybe clothes. Okay, Shiba is acting a little weird. I wonder if he's okay. Speaking of weird things, I have felt the people staring at us for a while now. It's the same gaze I've felt since transferring to the school. No matter how long it's been, I'm still not used to it. Hey Shiba, do I stand out that much? Shiba seemed a little surprised at my question. He looked around until he noticed the gazes of the townspeople.
ああ。お前、綺麗な顔してっからな。
Monsters are just obsessed with beauty.
初めて見たとき、クラスの奴らが人魚かって騒いでたけど、俺も実際そうかと思ったもん。
Yeah, mermaids are like the highest ranking monster and apparently the most beautiful. No one had ever said I was beautiful before, so it's still hard for me to understand. Yes, the zombies all lived in like a gated community and don't interact much with the other races. So all of the monsters were really surprised to find out that zombies are also beautiful.
十分綺麗だから、そこは胸張っとけ。それにしても、お前と会ってから、今まで常識だと思ってたことが、いろいろと覆されてるような気がする。
Common sense? Like what?
本物のゾンビが、醜い容姿じゃなくて、すげえ綺麗だってのもそうだし。
Sorry, I was checking my microphone. Oh, darn. These dudes. Sorry, I had to fix that. Okay. Actual zombies are ugly and they are beautiful. So, for some reason, it seems monsters were told zombies were ugly. And then they were hidden away from the rest of society. Yeah, there is kind of like a broader story that you can sort of piece together after you've romanced all the characters. Which is pretty cool. It makes the otome game pretty fun. They do a lot of otome games like that, where you can't really find out the pieces of the story unless you literally kiss everybody. And not enough otome games have harem endings. Like games where you play as the dude romancing chicks, there's sometimes harem routes. Or routes where you can romance like both girls. They need to have that more in too many games.
あとお前、上層階級のやつにも物おじしねえし、媚び売らねえじゃん。サポート役の俺相手にはともかく、吸血鬼のレイとか、悪魔のエリカ相手にもさ。
Ooh, but Erica's a super cute demon chick, who may or may not be a super hot redhead lesbian.
仮想階級の奴らなんて上に媚びへつらうもんだと思ってたけど、お前は違うんだな。
Oh yeah, in the monster world there's like a hierarchy of monsters. Like mermaids and vampires are at the top, and like mummies, zombies, and invisible men are on the bottom. I think Shiba the werewolf is like kind of... And monsters at the top of the hierarchy can order the other monsters around. It's all based on the monster's race. Oh well, all that is prohibited by the school.
お前だって入学初日に感じたろ。禁止されてたって実際差別意識は根強く残ってる。
Monster discrimination.
教師の見えないところで力を行使して弱い階級のやつを従えてるやつも別に珍しくない。
And I guess the stronger monster could always just order the weaker monster to never tattletale. So yeah, it does seem like a very unfair society. Like, the weaker monsters would just kind of end up becoming people's servants.
一応殺戮行為や魂の捕食は禁止されてるけど、やっぱやってるやつは隠れてやってるしな。
Oh yeah, Erica's a soul eater. But then, is there a soul substitute for her to eat? Or does she not need to eat souls? She just enjoys eating souls. Like, I don't need tiramisu cake, but I like to eat tiramisu cake. If it was prohibited, I would just have to eat tiramisu cake in secret, along with my usual eating of souls.
仮想階級の奴らが保身のためにより強い上層階級の奴らに取り入んのもそりゃ当然つうか。まあとにかくそういう世界なわけ。
I didn't realize.
でもお前一番階級低いくせして誰にも媚びたりしねえじゃん。
I think that's because I still don't understand how the world works. True, like she hasn't mentioned what she really wants to do after she finishes school. Like, maybe she wants to be a teacher or work in the government or work for zombie rights. She's just happy to be in school. Should I try to flatter the higher classes?
お前あの学園の中で最弱なわけだし、媚びた方が生き残る確率は上がるだろうな。
Chance of survival, so you mean there's a chance of dying?
まあ力社会なわけだし、ないとは言えねえよ。
That makes me feel a little uncomfortable. Zombies are pretty weak. They apparently don't have like any superpowers. At least invisible men can turn invisible. But, you know, she pretty much has no way to defend herself as a zombie. Maybe she could go to Grandma Bones and, like, grab her grandma's, like, I don't know, thigh bone and just start beating people with it. Bones are hard. They could be used as weapons.
まあ、俺がそばにいる間は、お前のこと守ってやってもいい。
Well, yeah, that's sort of your job as her supporter. That was kind of implied in the beginning.
その、まあ一応サポート役ってことになってるしな。
Thank you. I'm sorry to cause some trouble.
別にいい。引き受けたのは俺だし。 それに俺は、その権力に屈しない姿勢、すげえいいと思うよ。
Your unyielding attitude is pretty cool.
あんまり力に執着してないっていうか、なんつうんだろう。不思議な感じ？
Well, yeah, but that's mostly just because she's too ignorant to really understand it. She's just now learning about the world. But yeah, I guess it's impressive she doesn't immediately just try to kiss up to the strongest monsters around. And of course, she can always use her good looks to smooch up to monsters too. But she chooses not to. She just chooses to be a average otome protagonist.
お前みたいなやつ、今まで見たことない。
Yes, when I go to college, I plan to specialize in being an otome protagonist. I wonder if the monsters have colleges. I do want power. I want a cake rather than power. As Marie Antoinette did not say, let them eat cake. I really think it's the cake one, but let's see. Back to the saving screen. The save icon's a little bad, and it makes me want to play Rosario game. Well, there is no English Rosario Vampire game, but I want to read Rosario Vampire, so I've never found it. Affection and greased. I'd rather have cake than power.
Huh?
I want cake. Well, even if I had power, I wouldn't know how to use it. I'd rather eat lots of stuff, go out and play a bunch, and learn about dozens of new things. I would be way more fun.
お前って、マジで意味わかんねえやつ。
She's a freak. Super freak, super freaky. Did I say something weird?
いや、いいんじゃねえの。そっちの方がお前っぽい。力よりケーキね。見た目より食い意地張ってんな。さて、そんじゃ本格的に遊ぶ前に、まずは腹ごしらえといくか。
As a werewolf, is he not allowed to eat chocolate cake? Because it will make him sick.
うまいカフェがあるんだ。そこへ行こうぜ。
Cafe? I think I read about them in a book.
お前、カフェ知らねえの？
Zombies were just so miserable and depressed they never even bothered building cafes in their town? I'm feeling really sorry for the protagonist. Zombie Town sounds like it was just a bummer to be in. There weren't any places like that in Zombie Town. Most people just killed themselves and set their houses on fire when they started to age.
いいよ。そんじゃ初カフェと行こうぜ。
Do they have maid cafes in Monster World? We came to the cafe and I got to indulge in a delicious piece of cake.
うまいか？
And there's just like a wall of cups behind the bar. We could not be bothered to draw cake. Yeah, it's delicious. The sponge cake is so soft and the cream is just sweet enough. The cafe is run by an invisible man. He makes all of the cakes invisible too. I'm so happy.
そいつはよかったな。
Yay!
そういえばお前、学園生活にももう慣れたか？
Actually, I'm very happy too. Because I think the AA meeting Tammy went to, they were giving away cupcakes. And I think she brought some home. So I'll be able to indulge in some cupcakes later. Maybe after I finish a video or two. Well, I think so. Maybe. You're always with me, and Erica and Yaki are also super friendly.
ならいいけど、何かあったらすぐ言えよ。俺気が利く方じゃねえし。 勉強以外のことだったら相談くらいは乗ってやるよ。
I'll help you with anything except actual schoolwork. Thank you, Shiba. You're really kind. Okay, so, like, they mentioned throughout the game how alternate school is supposed to be, like, a really good school that only accepts the best. So, why would Shiba, a character who seems to just be bad at schoolwork, have been accepted into the school? It's like in the anime where you have, like, the degenerate character who's, like, in a gang is in the same school as, like, the super smart protagonists. It's like the schools, in order to get accepted into the school, you have to pass the test. And only, like, the super smart kids who pass the test get into the school. So, really, elite schools would have, like, the smart kids. And then, I guess, all the other schools in Japan would just be normal American public schools.
別にこれは優しさとかじゃねえよ。半分は義務感から言ってるだけだし。
Then what is the other half?
もう半分は、だから、詫びとお礼。
An apology and a present.
別に、お前に関係ない。
Question, did she have to clean up after the dog when she was taking care of the purple puppy? When he was living in her room? That is my immediate question. As someone who lives with cats and dogs, I know what it's like to live with them and cleaning up after them every single day.
うっせえな。いいから早く食え。
Why is he annoyed all of a sudden? I don't understand. Why is the purple-haired man so angry whenever I mention the purple puppy? Jeez, it's such a mystery. Will we ever figure it out? Wow, that was a lot of fun. Once again, another really beautiful background. The cafe was kind of boring looking, but this is a nice picture. I guess these are the dorms. I don't think I've ever had so much fun. I'm so happy. Thank you so much, Shiba.
どういたしまして。
Can you bring me out again sometime?
気が向いたらな。
When I feel like it. Like, you have other friends. You could go with Erica, who would probably be delighted to take her. I wish there was an Erica option in this game. I think there's one otome game I had that had, like, a secret character hidden in another character's route. Ooh, does one of the bad ends in this game have you with Erica, maybe? Ooh, I'd have to experiment. Like, before the fire, I only saw the good endings to all the characters. What? Don't be mean. When I complained, Shiba laughed.
嘘だよ。そんなに行きたいなら、また連れてってやる。まあ、行くとなれば、次の満月が終わってからになるけどな。
Does he have any other werewolf friends? It's also like the world of otome games, where like the characters the main character meets seem to have like no other social circles outside of just like the few characters introduced. I guess it's just assumed that maybe he hangs out with the other werewolves. The full moon in this world happens every 3 weeks. Well, the next full moon is...
次は2週間後だな。それが終わるまで楽しみに待っとけよ。
2 weeks. I wonder if that little dog is alright.
おい。あの狼、 子犬のことでも考えてんのか？
Huh?
言っとくけど、あの子犬を探そうなんて思うなよ。もし、仮にあの子犬とまた遭遇することがあったとしてだ。次は絶対部屋には連れ込むなよ。
Why?
いいから言うこと聞け。聞かないならもう町には連れて行かない。
That's unfair.
ずるくない。いいか？絶対だぞ。絶対にあの犬を部屋に入れるな。
Shiba's threatening attitude forced me to swallow any arguments I had.
わかったな。
Alright, fine. I still don't really get it, but in his mood, I doubt I would be able to get through to him. Shiba is a little odd sometimes. When Shiba confirmed that, I had nodded. He didn't say anything more and stormed off into the dormitory. Yes. Love sickness. Ooh. That is one orange yellowish moon. The full moon hung high in the sky and Shiba was absent again. Sigh. I didn't feel like this before. Why? Just thinking that I can't see Shiba until the end of the full moon. My heart aches like something is squeezing it. I'm having a heart attack. I absentmindedly rubbed my chest and let out a sigh. Whilst I look at the empty seat next to me. There's the same feeling I had when I lost that book. It's like there's a hole in my heart. Shiba, I miss you. Sigh. When I sighed again, someone poked my head. Ow.
あ、やっとこっち見た。さっきから呼びかけてるのに全然気づかないんだもの。
It's Erica and Nagi. Sorry.
ずっとため息ついてるけど大丈夫？どこか具合でも悪いの？
具合がっていうか、精神的なものでしょ。恋煩いでもしてるみたいよね。そんなにあいつが恋しい？
エリカ。
Okay, it's gotta be this one.
誰って、それは。
Yeah, when the characters blush, it's like their blush is so deep it almost hits their eyeballs.
だって。
そうよ、ナギが照れることないじゃない。あんたも隠そうとしたって無駄だからね。隣の席を見つめながらそれだけ寂しそうにしてて気づいてないなんて言わせないけど。
You can't deny your feelings, you're hurry.
君、本気で言ってる？
嘘でしょ。本気で分かってないの？ここまで来ると、ちょっとシバに同情するわ。
Shiba? You mean the one who I'm all lovesick over is Shiba?
本気で分かってないのね。あれだけ尽くしてるのに、当の相手がこうじゃね。まあ、傍から見てる分には面白いからいいけど。
Just your average otome protagonist, completely clueless. I'm not sure I'm following. Shiba doesn't do anything special for me.
嘘よ。シバの面倒見の良さは知ってるけど、あれだけ献身的な姿なんて見たことないもの。
Ooh, dedicated.
僕もそう思う。シバって誰に対しても人当たりがいいけど、あんなに一生懸命なのは初めて見るよ。
But he said half of it was out of a sense of duty.
半分？
じゃあもう半分は何よ。
An apology and a gift?
どういうこと？
I have no idea. The three of us all looked at each other and tilted our heads. Crack. What could it mean? Every time I asked him about it, he just changed the subject. Maybe he just doesn't want to tell me.
ま、なんでもいいんだけど。それで、あんたはいつまで誰もいない机を見つめ続けてるつもりなの？
I guess until I have to change classes. What?
今日の授業はとっくに終わってるよ。みんなもう帰っちゃったし。
Huh? When did that happen?
重症ね。何か別のことでもして気を紛らわせたら？本当は私が相手になってあげたいところだけど。
Please offer to keep me company.
あいにく今日は先生から頼まれ事されてるから一緒にはいられないのよね。
Teachers keep me away from Erica.
僕も今日は用事があるから一緒にはいられないんだ。でも心配だな。君がそんな風に元気ないのも初めて見るし。
You don't need to worry about me. I appreciate the thought, though. Thank you. Really, I'm fine. Although I was spacing out, I'm really alright. Might be feeling a little lonely without Shiba, but I'll be fine. It's just 3 days. I'll just head to the library and read for a bit to clear my head.
それならいいけどね。それじゃあ私もう行くわ。また明日ね。
僕も行かなきゃ。元気出してね。また明日。
I will. Thanks, guys. Erica and Nagi waved goodbye to me as they left the classroom. I thought I was acting normally, but I had made them worry about me. I never thought I would feel so empty like this. I didn't even realize that class was over. I tried to snap myself out of it by slapping my cheeks. Ow. Lovesick me for sheep? Could it be? However, I felt my cheeks growing hot at the thought, so I hastily stood and left the room. While waking down the hallway on my way to the library, I paused at a noise. What is it? Barks? The noise stood out against the howling of the wolves coming from the forest. That bark, could it be? Puff, puff. I only ran for a short while, but I was already out of breath. The barks came from over there. Oh, some puppy whiny. She was able to hear the dog barking outside from in her school? It must have been a very loud bark that they did not bother to put into the soundboard. Ah. He's so cute. He's got little studs in his ears and the dog collar that looks very, very familiar. But the protagonist just will not put 2 and 2 together, will she?
Huh?
Oh, he's so cute. I spot that familiar puppy behind the courtyard near the entrance of that forest. As I hurried over, the dog moved to me and happily ran up to greet me. Aw, he remembers her. Oh, did you miss me, sweet little puppy? Puppy with like the fangs of a vampire bat. I hugged the little dog. When he jumped into my arms, I nuzzled him, feeling relief. You worry me so much, I wondered where you ran off to. Put a leash on him, put a leash on him, put a leash on him. I'm so glad you're all in one piece. That is a weird noise. Haha, licking like me like that tickles. Did you go into the forest again? You really shouldn't go in there, you know. It's dangerous.
Huh?
Oh, come on, don't look at me like you don't understand. I can't help but smile at the old guy. I really missed his warmth. Oh, you really are adorable. Want to come back with me? But Shiba told you not to bring the purple puppy back with you.
仮にあの子犬とまた遭遇することがあったとしてだ。次は絶対部屋には連れ込むなよ。
Why?
いいから言うこと聞け。聞かないならもう町には連れて行かない。
Oh, that's right. Shiba said don't take it into your room.
Huh?
Oh? But if I let it stay here, it might go into the forest. It has a collar. I would assume it's probably already someone's pet. I would put, like, dog found signs up around the school. But that's just logical thinking, which obviously does not belong in most visual novels. So she's definitely taking the dog back with her. As long as I don't tell Shiba, he'll never find out. Want to come to my room again? And so, I secretly took the little dog back to my room. Just like before, we ate together, bathed together, and slept together. As the days passed, the moon started to wane. The day Shiba would come back came around. Right round, baby, right round, like a record, baby, right round, round, round. Oh, it's time to get up. Today is the day Shiba comes back. I'm so excited to see him, even though it's only been 3 days. I can't let him find out I broke my promise about the little dog. I slowly reached across the bed to find the little dog. Always slept next to me. Dot, dot, dot. He loves to be fussed over. He especially likes it when I pet his head. It had become habit over the last 3 days to spend every morning stroking his head. He's not there. Where's he gone? He hasn't managed to run off again, has he? When I moved my hand in the bed to find it, I suddenly touched something warm. Warm and hard? Oh, there you are. She never gave the dog a name. She's lived with this dog, I guess, for a total of 6 days. 3 days before and then 3 days now. And she never thought to give him a name? I guess she just doesn't know how pets work. Yes. Huh? For some reason, in the place where my fingers found the warmth, there's a full-grown adult male sleeping right next to you. No situational awareness. What? Why? Why is Shiba here? He has really nice nails. I love his reaction just being, oh, shit. Shiba looked around the room slowly, and when he saw my face, he seemed to understand the situation, and he started to panic.
お前、いや、違う。まずは落ち着いて話を。
Sorry if you were wearing headphones when I did that. Sorry I gave 0 warning. I usually wear headphones all the time, so I'm used to random screams and most stuff I watch. I panicked and slapped Shiba. It made contact with a loud slap, followed by an equally loud thud as Shiba fell out of bed. OMG, the purple puppy was the guy with purple hair. How could we have ever known? Sharing secrets. And? What is going on? You better have a good explanation.
はい。
My handprint. Oh, come on, artist. You couldn't add a little handprint to the side of his face. I had woken up and reached for the little dog, but instead of the dog, I had found Shiba instead. What happened to the puppy? Why were you sleeping on my bed? It couldn't be Shiba. What did you do to him? Where's the puppy?
ちげえよ。つうかこの状況でお前まだ気づかないわけ。
You're gonna have to speak in short sentences around this protagonist. She's not the smartest. Realize what?
あの子犬の正体だよ。ああ、もうそもそも子犬じゃねえし。
What are you talking about?
だから、お前が子犬呼ばわりしてたあれが、狼化した俺なんだよ。
He is the puppy. So then how do werewolves, like, age? I guess he's, like, an older teenager. Why is his werewolf form a baby?
分かってくれたか？
Shiba.
おう。
Why would you make up such an obvious lie?
Eh?
Well, you're a wolf, right? That's just a small puppy. It couldn't possibly be you. Even though the dog has the same collar and ear studs that he has. Emmy Boo, you're killing me.
だから犬じゃねえ。あれで立派な狼なんだよ。
Jesus? What exactly is the Japanese word for Jesus? Sure it is.
お前、いい加減分かっててやってねえか。さすがに俺だって傷つくぞ。
But could that dog be Shiba in his wolf form? It's just too cute. Shiba himself said that werewolves turned into wild, bloodthirsty beasts. That puppy was so gentle, it was hardly a ferocious beast. But it's so cute. Are you being serious?
可愛いとか言うな。悲しくなるだろうが。
Well, that's where this episode will have to end. Thanks for watching. Happy Halloween. Tune in for more later. Ta-ta. Or